Well, cool. Hey guys, hey, what's happening? How you doing? Man, I'm getting ready to go ahead and let you guys see for my next cook the piece of meat that I'm gonna be cooking tonight, which is called the beef chuck roe eye Angus cut, and this is a 27.83 pound piece of meat, so it's pretty huge, guys. Okay, so let's look at this. Look how big it is. That is about as big as my chest, and this is the same. I cooked one yesterday, coming off this morning. It was a 25 pounder, and I'm telling you what, it's really good. So if you ever had what we call pot roast that you get in the grocery store, the little small piece that you use for roast beef, or the little squares, that's exactly the same thing, but it's the bigger cut. Okay, so this is again the chuck roe eye that sits on top of the cow, because usually the custom meats that I like to mess with is brisket, the beef shoulder, and now the chuck roe. Man, I'm telling you, this is as good as a brisket, but it's better than the shoulder and the claw because it has a lot of fat on it, man. So if you ever had pot roast, you know what I'm talking about. So this big cut of meat, okay, I'm gonna be trimming it so it can fit my racks, because I'm gonna be smoking on the PitBoss, the PitBoss today, the ABS PitBoss. So if you can look at this, I don't know if you better see it too well. Okay, the tag. Did I get it upside down? Yeah, there we go. The tag. Man, this mug is heavy. I'm about to put it down. Okay. Woo! So let's go ahead and get the trimming. It's not a lot of trimming you got to do, man. Usually it's such a fatty piece with a lot of good meat. You know, I'm just going to take off some of the brown stuff. It's not going to be much like a brisket, okay? But let's go ahead and do this real quick. Nice sharp knife, but it's a really big, it's a nice cut of meat. Now the last two cooks that I did, my first one was on the PR42, okay, which is my Meadow Creek pig roaster, came out excellent. The cook that I did last night, right, was on my cabinet smoker, actually on my battle box. Okay, it was good too, nice and smoky, you know. But the Meadow Creek was a lot better when it came to overall presentation. You know, smoke profile was a little bit more intense than the battle box or cabinet smoker. But don't get me wrong, it was still excellent. Okay, but if you can see this, I don't know about how well you can see it, but man, look at that. Okay, all around good marbling. Ooh, let's check the back side. Okay, we're not gonna do a lot of trimming because I'm really pretty satisfied at what it looks like. Okay, look at this, all this fat right here. I'm gonna leave all this on here, so I probably won't mess with anything. I'm just gonna probably slice it in half and get it ready for the smoker. So now, you know, my first cook, my PR42, I cooked the whole thing whole. It didn't take long either because it's not as dense as the shoulder because it has a lot of fat in it. So it cooked pretty fast, probably about 7 hours. And I think I was cooking at 250 at a 25 pounder, which is still good, okay? But I don't want to mess with this the way it is right now. So basically the only thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna cut it, you know, to fit my smoker. And I might take out some of this excess skin fat, but you don't need a lot of trimming. Maybe this part right here, this was kind of like hard sinew. Just like, it's almost like that on the beef shoulder. See that hard skin? You don't want to eat that, so take that off. And guess what? That's it. That's it, guys. Let's see. Well, that piece right there, let's see. Now, I'm gonna keep that little piece, that little fat piece, and then throw the rest of that away. But we're gonna keep this, that's good meat. Okay, I'll put that right there. But check it out. Check it out. Okay. And I got all this loose skin, all this loose meat. That's gonna make for some good eating. So hold on a second, guys. Let me get my rag. Let me touch this screen real quick because it's back. There we go. Where my hands are clean. This is a good old rag. Okay, so I want to make sure I want this to fit on my racks. So first of all, I think I'm going to cut it this way. Okay, and then I'm going to cut it this way because I'm gonna cut it in fours, and so I can fit on the racks. Okay, so let's go ahead and do it right now. Let's go check it out. Oh wow. Okay. You know what? I might just keep it like this because this will fit perfect on my rack. But look at that marbling inside. Okay, yeah, look at that. You know what? I think I'm going to leave it like that. I am, just like this. And then look at this. Oh man, look at that fat on there. Now, if you would have cut it the long way this way, guess what you can make? You can almost make 2-inch steaks going all the way across, you know? But that's good. So you can almost do a 2-inch and man, cook it like a steak right over your charcoal, your grill, and make a good old steak out of that. But man, that's some good marbling. Okay, but I'm gonna leave that just the way it is. And I'm gonna go ahead and season it. I'm gonna put this on the PitBoss just like that. That's fine. Okay, let's go ahead and season this up. Yeah, I'm liking that, the way that's gonna fit. Almost like my brisket cut. You know, long as a brisket, but not as thick. But you know what, look at this. You see that, that fat line right there? I can actually go across and cut that in half and make another one. But we're gonna cook it like that. Let's go ahead and season this up. Okay. So the first one we're gonna do, and all I'm gonna be using, guys, is salt and pepper. Somebody asked me, what's your ratio? Half and half, okay? That's basically what I use on my brisket, my shoulders, you know, mostly, but if I'm doing my pork butts, picnics, I'm just using this regular old salt, table salt, and especially if I'm doing my whole hog, same thing, regular old salt. Now, if you want to put a binder on there, you can. You know, if I ever use binder, man, it's strictly water. That's all I use. Okay, let's see if I can get this seasoned up real quick. We're gonna go a little bit heavy too, just like a brisket. But since this is a real heavy cut of meat, I'm going a lot heavier than I do my brisket. Now I already got my, my pit is ready to go for this evening. I'm just gonna be using, charcoal, doing the menu method, charcoal and post oak. That's it. Let's see. All right. Man, this is a big cut of fatty goodness. And the one that came off today, when I shredded it up, guys, I'm telling you, it was like butter. I took it all the way to 201, and I smoked it. I actually put it on at 6 o'clock p.m.